Hello and welcome. My name is Asaf and this is Mastering Rhythm with Konnakol. Thank you for tuning in. In this clip we're going to look a little bit more at adaptive rhythm, and I'm going to give you some specific exercises that you can do in order to enhance your adaptive rhythm. Now, you might remember from previous videos we spoke about the concept of adaptive rhythm. Adaptive rhythm means that your brain needs to go from one number to another. For instance, from 2 to 3. 2 to 3. So, for instance, if I say taka, which is a 2, and then a takita, which is a 3, my brain has to make an adaptation. If I would only say takadimi, 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 only just takadimis, then there's no adaptation needed, because it's the same group each time, and your brain kind of gets into the groove and gets used to it. So another example of adaptive rhythm in action is when we play in odd time signatures. So for instance, if we have 5/4 or 7/4, there's always a smaller part and a bigger part. So in 5/4 it would be 2 plus 3, or it can be the other way around, 3 plus 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And in 7 it can be the same. So you have 3 plus 4, or you can have 4 plus 3. In any case, your brain needs to do that adaptation within each bar of an odd time signature. And even if you know how to play already in 5 or in 7 or in 9 and so on, even if you can do that, your brain still needs to do that. So let me give you a very, very simple exercise in both 5/4 and in 7/4 that will make this concept a little bit clearer and will help you to understand how to develop adaptive rhythm. So let's take 7/4 for instance, and the clapping for 7/4 in the traditional Konnakol way would be wave, wave, gap, clap, gap, clap, gap. Wave, wave, gap, clap, gap, clap, gap. Okay? Now what we're going to do, just for the purposes of this specific exercise, we're going to reverse the order of the clapping. As you might have noticed, in the traditional Konnakol way of clapping 7, we start with the 3 and then do the 4. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it fits like that. Let's reverse the order now. And we start with a 4 and then do the 3, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3. So in this case it will be clap, gap, clap, gap, wave, wave, gap. Okay, and now let's use some syllables. We're going to use takadimi, and then takadimi, and then takita, and then takita. 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3. And it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Takadimbi, takadimbi, takita, takita, takadimbi, takadimbi, takita, takita, takadimbi, takadimbi, takita, takita, ta. Okay, this is the basic format. Now let's use some gaps. So we have tangu instead of takita, like this. Takadimbi, takadimbi, tangu, tangu, takadimbi, takadimbi, tangu, tangu, ta. And we also have taha for 4. Taha is the gap for 4. Okay, so ta, then gap, and then a, and then gap. Like this. Ta, ta, tangu, tangu, ta, ta, tangu, tangu, ta. Okay, try and practice this for a little while so you get used to the gaps there. Now let's make an isolation of the tas. The first syllable in every group, we're going to isolate and say only that syllable. Just the ta. And it's going to sound like this. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? And this is a rhythmic figure. Okay? Ta, 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 ta. And you might know this rhythmic figure from times that you played in 7/4. It's quite a well-known, well-used, I would say, rhythmic figure in 7/4. So now that we've got this rhythmic figure, let's try and see how does each ta, each syllable, feels within the cycle. Okay? And I'll do this again. Ta, 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 ta. Remember, when we play in 7/4 and divide it 4 plus 3, we have two major downbeats. The first one will be on the first beat, and the second one will be on the fifth beat. And I'll demonstrate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these beats all feel like downbeats. Now let's come back to the rhythmic figure that we had. Ta, 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 ta. So the first three tas feel like a downbeat. Okay? And the last ta, the fourth hit of the clave, you can say, feels like an upbeat, like a syncope, like this. Ta, 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 ta. So we have three downbeats and a syncope or an upbeat. Now let's do something very interesting. Now let's take still in 7/4, but let's reverse the clapping to the traditional Konnakol clapping, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now in the traditional clapping, we have 3 plus 4. So it's the other way around. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's try to take the same rhythmic figure and see what happens to it. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? Now, you might argue, but this sounds the same. But if you really pay attention to where the downbeats here are, it really sounds like a totally different rhythmic figure. Okay? Let's analyze this. So the first ta will be a downbeat, of course. Ta. That's the easy part. Okay? Now the second ta will feel, and let's try that. Ta, ta. Okay? And that second ta now feels like an upbeat because it comes before a main beat. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? Remember, in 7/4, when we divide 7/4 into 3 plus 4, then we have a downbeat on the beat 1 and then a downbeat on the beat 4, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ta, ta, down, down. Okay, and that will cause the rhythmic figure that we had before to sound very, very, very different and also feel very, very differently. Okay, so let's continue on. We know that the second ta is an upbeat. Let's find out where is the third ta. Where is it? Ta, ta, ta. Okay, so again we have an upbeat. Ta, ta, ta. Okay, and the last ta, let's find out. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, and the last beat is like a syncope. It's in between the beats. So try and practice this rhythmic figure using both of this clapping method and see if you can spot the difference, if you can feel the difference in the tas and upbeats and downbeats. If you can't feel the difference at all, then you are making compensation rather than adaptation. If you are starting to feel some of the upbeats, then you are on your way to make a full adaptation in this case. So this is a really simple example of how we can make an adaptation. Now let's look at 5/4, for instance, okay? Let's recap 5/4 clapping. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clap, gap, wave, wave, gap. Clap, gap, wave, wave, gap. And this is the traditional way, of course. Now, again, like the other exercise that we did, we're going to reverse the clapping order. So we're going to have first the 3 and then the 2, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. In this case, it will be wave, wave, gap, clap, gap. And now let's take some syllables. 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2. All together will give us 10. So we have takita plus takita plus taka plus taka. And it will sound like this in reverse clapping. Takita, takita, taka, taka, takita, takita, taka, taka, takita, takita, taka, taka, takita, takita, taka, taka, ta. Okay? And let us insert some gaps. Ta instead of taka and tangu instead of takita. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tangu, tangu, ta, ta. Tangu, tangu, ta, ta. Tangu, tangu, ta, ta, ta. And now let's try and isolate the tas, meaning that we're going to take only the first syllable of each syllable group and say only that syllable, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, so let's analyze the syllables and their placements and the way they feel within that 5-beat cycle. So again, very simple. The first syllable will be a downbeat. Ta, ta. Okay, second syllable will be like a syncope. Ta, 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 ta. Okay, it falls in between the beats. The third syllable will feel like a downbeat. Ta, 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 ta. And the last syllable will also feel like a downbeat. Ta, 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 ta. Let's also remember that in 5-beat cycle, divided like we are dividing it here, 3 plus 2, we have 2 major downbeats. Okay, one on the first beat and then one on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ta, ta, down, 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 down. Okay, so now we can reverse the clapping and see what happens. So again, to recap, the 5-beat cycle traditional clapping goes like this. Clap, gap, wave, wave, gap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And this is the classical traditional way of clapping 5-beat cycle, known as Kanda Chapu. Now let's see how this rhythmic figure feels right now with reverse clapping. And it will go like this. Ta, ta, ta 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 ta. The whole rhythmic figure will change its balance a little bit, okay? And I'll try using some gestures to point that out, okay? Ta 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 ta, like this, okay? But it's, for me, it's very difficult to explain this in words, but see if you can feel the difference, if you can notice the difference in the way this feels and sounds to you. If you are able to feel that difference between the two forms of clapping saying the same rhythmic figure, then you have made an adaptation. If that rhythmic figure sounds completely the same in both clapping forms, then you have not yet made the adaptation, and you are making a compensation. So your mind is going with what's familiar to you rather than making an adaptation. So do take time to practice this very interesting and challenging exercise. There is no way to monitor from the outside what's going on in your head when you're doing this. You are the only one who can monitor and see if you're doing it right. If you would come here for a lesson and you do this exercise, I would know if you're doing it right or not. Only you can do that. So take time and work really on internalizing those adaptations. They are really, really a key factor in our rhythmic understanding of odd time signatures, but also in general. This is a really, really key rhythmic aspect. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and hit the notification button. I'm really, really looking forward to see you in the next clip of our Mastering Rhythm with Konnakol. Thank you so much.